Welcome to part one of getting leads for Go High Level. This is the first part of a 3-part series, and this is really going to break down how to create the meta ads, what strategy I use, what settings I use, and part 2 will be about quiz strategy, and then step 3 is building the funnel, plugging it all together and getting it running. Okay, so let's get started. This is a spare account. I'm going to show you how I actually set up my Facebook ads campaign. I'm not really going to go too deep into all of the different options that you have on Facebook. Just be aware that I'm going to put $50 a day into this, and there's no guarantee of results. Every single place in the world is very different, and I'm from a different place to what you are. The algorithm is different, the people are different. If you want to try it out for yourself, just be aware that don't spend money that you can't afford to lose, but you should be able to get a lot of high quality Go High Level leads using this meta ad strategy, which is going to send traffic from the meta ads using a sales conversion campaign to a quiz that I'm going to build in my next video, to a sales funnel that I'm going to build on my third video. Okay, so it's going to give you the full end-to-end process. So I'm going to use a sales ad strategy. The way I name my ads is I just do sales campaign 1. I'm going to use auction. I'm going to leave advantage catalog ads off. It's going to be a budget campaign. I'm going to do $50 a day. If it's a brand new ad account, then I recommend you do $20 a day. Don't go $10 to $200. Don't go from $10 to $50. You know, just go by no more than double. Okay, so 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80. So that's how I recommend you do it, or else Facebook ads can actually flag your account. A/B testing off. That's pretty much all I'm doing on this first page. Next, second page, again, press 1 in there. Destination, I'm going to send all my traffic to a web page. Maximum number of conversions, I'm going to leave that off. Budget and schedule, I'm going to leave that off because it's set in here, $50 a day. I'm going to jump to the audience section. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select an area. Now it says Australia. Select your area that you want. Let's say if I did Newcastle, New South Wales. Okay, Newcastle Airport. Now, if I go to Newcastle Airport, I can see that there is only 1,300 to 1,600 people there. So that's not what I want. Let's increase that to, let's say 29 kilometers. Okay, so now it's got 200,000 people. Okay, so still, it's too much. Let's drop it down. 15. There we go, medium. That's what you're looking for, something like that. 130 to 153,000 people. That's what I've found works best. If you want to go slightly on the broad side, that's no problem. You could probably go to maybe 20 kilometers. You can actually just type it in there. Okay, it's just gone over to broad. Okay, so that's kind of your sweet spot, somewhere between medium to broad. Okay, if I was going to do this, I'd personally leave it on about, let's go 17. Perfect. Okay, next, I don't do anything with suggest an audience. What that's doing is it's narrowing it down even further. I want the algorithm to actually use my creative and my headline and my copy to find the right people, see who's going to engage with it. I used to use audience suggestion, but the algorithm is so good at finding the right people because it's in Meta's interest to get you good results, so you carry on using it. So the algorithm is really good at finding the right people for you. So I just leave that. Add transparency, leave that. Placements, leave that as well. And that is pretty much how I set up that section. So then next, so it's first ad. So that's the first one. Select your Facebook page, select your Instagram account, leave that as it is. Branding, leave that as it is. So that's pretty much all I need to do to set up my Facebook ad. I'm going to send people to the website. I'm going to put the URL in here, the title, the video for the ad, and I'm also going to write the sales copy. So let me write that and do those now. Okay, so that's the creative done for meta ad. Let's have a quick look. If you own a business on the Fraser Coast and you're sick of speaking to tyre kickers, or maybe you just want more high quality leads, the undeniable most powerful way to do that these days is an assessment-based sales funnel, which is going to weed out the people who are just asking questions against the people who are serious about spending money at your business. There's undeniable results around this, and some of my clients are getting 30 to 40% more just because they're speaking to higher paying clients. Click the button below and you'll go to a page where you can actually take a free assessment to see if your business is suitable. It's completely free and you'll get instant results. Okay, so that is the creative done for the meta ad. The next thing is the actual sales copy. Once I've done that, we'll then put it into the actual ad, and then that'll be the video over. Ready for the next part 2. Let's get stuck in. Here's the actual creative. This thumbnail here is just to represent the video. The way I actually did that video is I actually wrote this out, and then I used a program called wordcounter.net. And then what it does is, this is a really good program. It's completely free of charge. It's just on the browser. And what you can actually do is just type in anything here, and it gives you how many words, how many characters, and the reading level, which is really good because you want that reading level as low as possible. The easier it is for people, the more effective it will be. So the actual video itself, you've just watched the video, so I don't need to read that. You can pause the video if you want to read of it yourself. Once I did that, I then did the hook. Sick of paying staff to speak to unqualified leads, or feeling frustrated with the quality of your leads, or are you ready to speak with paying customers? So that's 3 individual copies, 3 individual hooks, and the rest of the actual body will be the same. It'll just be a different hook for the first, second, and third copies. So it'll be one of the hooks, then it'll say answer 15 questions to find out how. Then we'll move on to the benefits, which is the main body of the actual copy. So the way I've done that is it's basically just telling them what we're going to get out of it. Increase your lead quality using a proven strategy, and increase turnover. That's all customers really want. They just want more money. The only reason people have a business is usually to make money. In fact, they're legally bound to actually drive the business to profit. That's why limited companies are called for-profit companies. The next thing is I actually introduce myself. My name is Caroline Douthwaite, founder of Taipan Media. We specialize in quality services for local service-based businesses across the Fraser Coast. This is your unique selling point because you're only going to do it in local areas. If you get any gurus selling high level, they cannot put that because it means they'd have to have a different ad for every single area. So if you, just by you putting the area that you're from in the actual ad, will make a huge difference to the amount of people who actually who will actually show interest in it because you're local. Okay, it's very important. So so that's the second part. The third part of it, the claim 1 is sales funnels dramatically increase customer inquiries, which they do. I've got a couple of case studies here to prove it. Claim 2, assessment-based sales funnels significantly increase lead quality. So what I'm doing is I'm saying sales funnels increase customer inquiries to get more inquiries, more traffic, and then assessment-based sales funnels increase the quality itself. Okay, it's basically a way of weeding out the crap leads, the people who aren't really interested, against the potential buyers who are serious about buying the services from their business. And then again, I've got some authority below that. Then I have 3 very short reviews about the actual assessment itself. Very important that you make sure it's about the assessment and not about reviews for your particular company. Once we've done that, it's then the call to action. So it's basically part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 is claim 2. The last bit is call to action. So the call to action is really just explaining what they intend to get. So this call to action is if you want more inquiries from buyers, start the quiz. It's only 15 questions and it will just take 3 minutes. Very important you get that right. The next part is you get immediate results and it's completely free. So what it's doing is it's just overcoming all of the potential objections that someone might have before they start the quiz, such as, oh, they'll try and charge me, or they'll do one of these assessments and then won't get the results. So it's really just overcoming those objections before they actually click on the button. So that's pretty much it. Let's get it into Facebook. So I'm back in my Facebook Ads Manager. Let's just jump into these. You've got the campaign, the ad set level, and the ad level. So let's just jump into the ad level. So we're going to put the actual creative into the ad. So all I do is just go down to where it says creative, add creative here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add media, add video. Okay, so now we're in here. What we're going to do is we're going to actually add the video in. The way we do that was we're going to actually skip this section and go to next, and then we're going to, I've just already uploaded the video. You can actually upload it by clicking here and selecting the video that you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a few different copies, so different sizes, 16 by 9, 9/16, and 4 by 3. Make sure you drink lots of water. Top tip of the day, drink lots of water. Now when you do the video, it should only be 30 seconds to 40 seconds maximum. 15 to 30 seconds is good enough, and you really just want to shout out the target audience, explain a problem, explain a little bit of a solution, but leave them curious, and then a call to action, what they have to do to move forward. That's pretty much all the video does. The one I did was only about 35-40 seconds long, and you can see my videos uploaded. Next, and then you want to trim, but I've already done that. I've already edited it, so you don't need to do that. Skip and continue. This ad will not be shown in certain placements you've selected, or maybe automatically cropped. To avoid this crop, or replace the video, so you can actually make it 9/16. That's fine, that one. That's good. Okay, so all them are done. Next. Now the primary text, so this is where the actual copy goes in. Take one of my hooks. Sick of paying staff to speak to with unqualified leads. Feeling frustrated with the quality of your leads. Are you ready to speak with paying customers only? Answer 15 questions to find out. So it's one of these, so I'm just going to take the top one, Control C. So that'll be your primary text, okay? And then below that, and then 15 seconds to find out. So they'll see the first two lines, so I'll make them together, and then I'll drop a line. These are the benefits. So I've got my calling out the target audience at the top. I've got answer 15 questions to find out. That's all they'll see, the first two lines, when they're skimming past the ads. So you get your primary text in there. Once you've done that, you've got 3 individual headlines. Sick of paying staff to speak to unqualified leads, answer 15 questions to find out. Feeling frustrated with the quality of your leads, answer 15 questions to find out. So everything is the same after the hook. What 3 individual copies are going to do is it's going to allow Facebook or Meta to actually test the different hooks against the same audience. Now the headline is this bit at the very bottom to the button itself. That's all the headline is. I leave description out because it just gets messy, but you can put a description in. I'd recommend you didn't. And then what you can do is you need the best button for what it's going to, for what we're going to do. Get offer is a really good one, or learn more, which is a really good one. So I'm going to use learn more. I'm going to try that one because that's what I've said in the video. Click the learn more button. So once I've done that, that's all ready to go. So all I need to do now is I just need to set up my events manager, which we'll do in the 3rd video. But the next video is setting up the quiz. So we can get out of ads manager now, close that down. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a real live quiz inside High Level. And I'll show you how to set all of that up. That'll be the next video, and then the final video is going to be the actual sales funnel. And the sales funnel is going to have a very similar format to the actual sales copy in the actual ad itself, so the whole thing is congruent. It's going to be optimized to get as many leads as possible. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. We'll see you on the next one.